Good evening and welcome to the Thai PBS World. At this very juncture of Thai politics that we see how the youth movement is very active. Mainly people probably is quite worried with the outcome and the conflicts among stakeholders in Thai society. But if we take a look at the protester, especially at the character of the leaders on student protester and university students as well, what will be the main implication of these people and the characters? คุณเทพชัยยอง and คุณนัทบุญนาค talk to คุณการหงทอง storytelling consultant.
So we want to start by asking you a very simple question. So how do you want to tell the story of the student protest from the perspective of a storyteller?
At first, I want to share that in the storyteller opinion, we always look this world like a story. Story happen everywhere, not in the fiction, not in the theaters. The story happen in the real world, the reality.
Everyday's life.
Everyday life, and the story named Thailand political story is the big story that we live together in this story. I think every people know that we live in the big story named Thai political story, and we stuck in the same point for a long time. In the storytelling ways, when you watch a movie or see a play in the theaters, when the plot stuck in the same point for a long time, it's so boring. And how did the director or the writer do for the new chapter? They give the new character into the plot, right? Like a novel and like a movie. When the newcomer of character come into the plot, they change it to the next scene and the next chapter. And now this happened in Thailand.
So who are the new characters that we should keep an eye on? The main characters that are running the show now.
Okay. In my view, I catch up on Parit. Penguin is the most important character in the youngster. And another character is about a pack of the student. A youth and a pack of the student is included in another character. That's so interesting.
So why is Penguin so outstanding, you think?
Penguin is so outstanding because of the first is about appearance. His look or his appearance is very unique. And his name is about it came with his appearance, Penguin. We always meet penguin name like a cutie animal, animation or something like that. But this penguin, this human being penguin, he's like a lovely dangerous, have a powerful and leader. He showed the different meaning of penguin we families.
So speaking of penguins, we usually perceive them as cute, innocent, or sometimes funny. But this activist penguin has given us a whole new meaning. So if you have to describe this penguin, what would be the 3 characteristics that would you name?
I compare it when you watch a movie or cinema. The protagonist, the main characters, always catch your eyes immediately from his appearance, his name, and the second is about his purpose and belief. You know, the main character always have a strong belief, what they stand for, what they believe in. And this young guys show what he believe in Thailand story. That helped him stand out from another kind of character in this big story in Thailand. And another element that is the most important element for effective character is about backstory. Everybody have backstory, and about this young man, Penguin. We know that he have a backstory with Prime Minister. When he was just a student, he come to the Kun Prayut after his announcement something, and he have a lot of backstory, and he can push his trust into a lot of audience mind because of he's the real thing, he's the real one, not the stranger just come and shout in the good word like you know, in Thailand we always believe. I wonder why we always believe in a beautiful word and a beautiful speech. A lot of people try to invent a beautiful speech, but If I say beautiful speech like I love you and I love this society and I will change this society, it's just a word. But the story is different.
Yeah.
The story can share the real meaning to the audience mind.
But do you think that because of his character, especially the way he delivers his message, do you think that Penguin is being seen by most people as being a leader in a way, or just another sort of activist?
Now, I think he is a leader already from his activities. A lot of things he did, and he is a leader already. And for me, in the story, the character called leader, his real duty is not about lead people outside. It's about enlighten a new thought or a new mind to people. This is the duty of a leader, and I think Parit quite do it so well.
Okay. But in the broader picture, how do you see the student movement as a whole? What kind of character do you see?
About the pack of students.
Yeah.
I think a pack of students is another kind of effective character because of their appearance. They came in the uniform. This is the new thing happening in Thailand because we found a lot of protests in another kind of suit. But okay, a student wore uniform.
School uniform.
School uniform and okay, in daytime went to school. After school went on the road, go to the mob and have a sign, white ribbon, and decide about 3 fingers.
Yeah.
The most effective character is in the story always have a sign, and the meaning of the sign show the powerful of this character.
And students are often perceived as naive or too young to understand the real world because of the Thai society.
Yes.
Do you think the ongoing protest has challenged how people think about young people, or has it solidified people's views about them?
As a storyteller, I always explore and observe every kind of story happen in this new generation, in this new world. And you know, now a lot of Thai people addict a Western series, drama, a Korean series, something. And if you watch the series, you will find that at the first chapter of the first season, you may hate some character and you may love some character. But at the end of the first season, the character you hate, you turn to love them. And the character you love, you turn to hate them. And in Thai drama or in Thai fiction, we familiar to meet very stereotype character. Good man is so good in every kind, and bad man is bad all the time. Even though they sleep, they still bad something. It's quite an old-fashioned character for me. And now, in the Western and Korean, create the most effective character in their fiction. And in about Thai student, they show another perspective of the word student, not naive anymore. They just born after us, younger in the years that they live in this world, but they have brain, they have emotion, same like adult.
And that's all from Thai PBS World tonight. Thank you very much for watching.